Hello everyone, this is Fabula 14, the music lesson, Hercules apuero corpus sum diligente exercebat. So, Hercules was training, sum corpus was training his body diligente, carefully, apuero, from childhood. Magnam partem die in palaestra consumebat. Remember, when we have a Latin sentence, we must first find out our subject. We do that by looking at the verb, consumebat. We know that that's third person singular, so let's look for a subject. I cannot see one there. I cannot see a nominative ending, so the subject is contained within the verb consumebat. So he was consuming a great part, he was spending a great part of the day in the palaestra, in the exercise ground. Dedicit etiam. He also learnt, again, look for your subject. Cannot find one, find it within the dedicit. He also learnt intendere, to aim a bow and to fire tela, to fire arrows, to fire missiles. Higs exercitationibus vires. Look at this word vires, and please try and remember it as I write it with my terrible scrawly writing. Vires comes from the word vis, which means strength. Every year this word appears in unseen passages, and people get it muddled up with the word vir, which means man. So vir, V-I-R, means man, and vis, where you get the word, I suppose, vim in English from, where you get the word for strength. So here it's plural, strength. His exercitationibus. So, his vires, his strength was confirmati sunt, was enhanced, I suppose we could say. His strength was enhanced by these exercises. So his power, his vires, plural, his strength was strengthened, sounds terrible. His strength was enhanced, ablative, by his exercitationibus, by these exercises. In musica etiam. In music, etiam also erudiebatur, imperfect passive, he was being trained, a lino centauro, by the centaur Linus. In brackets, centauri. The centaurs, however, equierant, were horses, but habebant, but had the caput, the head, hominis, of a human. Huic tamen arti minus diligentes studebat. The verb studeo, we did this yesterday actually, I think Alan was translating it. Studeo is I study, its object takes the dative. However, he diligentes studebat. He studied huic dative arti dative. However, he studied this skill minus diligente, less diligently. Hic, this Linus, olim, once objurgabat, once was beating Hercules, quod non studiosus erat, because he was not studious. Tum quer iratus, then the angry boy grabbed his chitarra. The chitarra was like an ancient form of a guitar. He grabbed his chitarra subito, suddenly, and omnibus viribus, there's that word again, and with all his strength he percussit, he struck the head of his unfortunate teacher. I look at this and I think of that wonderful line that the gods look down kindly upon gentle masters, that we have in the famous play by Terence Rattigan, whose name I have forgotten, about a Latin teacher, or in this case he's teaching Greek actually, and then one of the Brown, I can't remember. Anyway, either way, he gets given a book by his favourite student, or sorry, not by his favourite, by a student in his Greek class, but it's one of his favourite books. I think it's a translation of Aeschylus's Agamemnon, and it has that line that the gods look down kindly upon gentle masters. Anyway, I digress. He struck the head of his unfortunate master. Ille, every teacher should know that. The gods look down kindly upon a gentle master. Ille ictu prostratus est. He was laid out, he was knocked unconscious ictu by the blow, et paulo, and a little while later he excessit, literally he withdrew from life. He died. Neque, and never again postea afterwards, was quisquam, was anyone, or did anyone quisquam voluit want, and not afterwards, and afterwards not anyone. No one wanted suscipere, to take up id officium, that duty. I suppose that's the danger of also being a kid with antisocial behaviour, is that no one's going to want to teach you. Anyway, 2 lessons there. The gods look down gently upon a kindly master, or they look down kindly upon a gentle master, and that people should be nice to their masters, otherwise no one's going to want to teach them. Okay, all the best then, and I'll see you next lesson.